Aha, Goatsquadtv, what's the deal? What's the deal? So for this Saturday, I wanted to discuss something that was, excuse the camera angle, but discuss something that I really felt needed to be said, even in specifics of my own situation, right? A lot of people think they know what's best for you, or know what they want for you, or they want to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, as if like they are in your shoes and going through what you're going through, etc., right? The criticism always comes from people who aren't in your shoes. People that ain't really knowing what you're going through on a day-to-day basis. See, I mentioned in previous videos, I'm homeless. I'm not saying that to rep that as a gold star. I'm not saying that to beg for help. That's not my style, I'll tell you that right now. I've always been work, earn mines, and whatever. That's how it is. I'm just going through tough times like anybody else would go. Even someone like me who works and busts his behind at a job and has been working since I was 15 years old could go through some hard times. So if anything, I would like to be an inspiration for those people who are working, who are busting their behinds and really doing what they need to do and are still struggling right now and are going through hard times. That said, I don't understand why people are always so critical of people as if like they know what they're going through. I never understood that. You don't know what that person's going through. It's easy for you to sit from afar and say this person's this, that, and the third, or they're lazy, or they're this and they're that, they're not go-getters. Opportunities are in front of you and you're not. It's easy for you and everybody that likes to criticize to say those things until you're put in a position where you have to make a decision. I mean, your gut's telling you it ain't the right time. You see, I trust my gut. That's why I'm still here at 38 years old. And I'm not afraid to age myself. It's what it is, right? I'm not afraid to tell you, I'm still here because a lot of my gut and my intuition has told me, yo, don't listen to them. This ain't the time yet. When the time is right, you roll with it. You'll know. You'll know. And there's a healthy fear that goes with that. And when that healthy fear usually comes, that means it's usually time. But if the time ain't right, I'm not budging. I don't think it's right for people to sit there and just assume from afar as if because they're going through things and they go do things differently, or they've been in situations where they quote unquote think it's similar, which it really isn't. It's apples and oranges, and they just think that you're just being lazy or you're just not doing what you need to do. Meanwhile, you're doing what you can to make money. You're doing what you can to go and hold your stuff down and whatever. As I'm trying to lounge off the cursing in some of these videos, man, because I don't want to get demonetized and like that, especially when I want to really start making money off this channel. That said, let's just keep this a buck. We all have different fights and different struggles. We all do. Ain't nobody immune. You could be a millionaire and lose everything, or you could be a broke person and win the lotto. Does it make you a couch surfer, or does it make you a sucker because things are good or bad happening to you? No. Let those people with opinions have their opinions. They're going to say what they're going to say until it happens to them. And when it happens to them, they're going to be humbled, because life humbles everybody. Nobody's immune. You might have everything today, you lose everything tomorrow. Have all the money in the world, you can't take it with you when it's time to bury it. So, or even cremate you, depending on what you want. Right? So my message is this, right? For all the critics out there who want to criticize either me or anybody going to some type of, even put me aside, anybody going through any type of situation, just know, the boomerang effect in karma really works, right? It happens. That person that you're criticizing for being homeless holding a sign that you're automatically assuming is a drug addict, that same person might end up winning in the long run because he was humble or she was humble and was able to get out of their mess and really make life happen. Or even got help, which is no shame in. Meanwhile, you may be the person sitting there driving by people, calling them homeless, and they need to get a job and saying all this nonsense. It's a lot of ignorance. Until you're put in that position, you really cannot sit there and say those things. And if you do, that's fine. Just know you're ignorant. Just know that everybody's got a different struggle. Everybody got a different hustle. Everybody's going through it. You can make all the money in the world and still not have a roof over your head. We're in some really bad times right now. If you're talking about the state of the world and the state of the economics of the world, right? Easy to sit there and judge somebody. Just know, at the end of the day, that what you have to say is just an opinion. And opinions are like, and everybody got one. You already know what time it is. Just know, keep your head up. Anybody in my position, anybody that's going through what I'm going through, keep your head up, man. Things are going to be all right. The sun's going to shine. Be grateful for the life that you have. Even if it means that you have 15 sets of your name, and you're scraping out the back of your vehicle that you're living in. You're getting through. People love to call people broke until they end up in that position. See, I don't need money to be rich. I'm spiritually rich. A lot of people are financially rich, but mentally broke. Or financially good and mentally broke. Depending on whatever you think is, fly out here. Just know at the end of the day, we should respect and love one another. And we should care to be more positive and to be an upliftment instead of just knocking people down, because it's easy for you to have an opinion. Goatsquadtv, leave a like, subscribe. Just know, food for thought, as this video going to be called, as it usually is when I go on these wisdom rants. People need to know how to hold their you-know-what when they're pissing. Don't worry about the next person. Goatsquadtv.